All right, Andrew, all by himself. Definitely not me. Has come up with this ingenious pushing solution for our asphalt late model. Since we're going racing in a little over a week. So we took an old tire that was going to be a school tire, drilled 3 holes in it, and mounted it to the push bar. So now we got something to push with. We got to figure out a way to mount a couple jacks right here and right here. Meanwhile, we got the Corvette over there. We're trying to figure out how to make it get more low. So it doesn't have shocks on it right now, so disregard what it looks like. But we're trying to make it look like that when we stand on throttle. Wish us luck. All right, jumped in the Charger, headed down to Doug Stevens' place, Advanced Technology Motorsports. He's got a drive shaft that I need for the race car. So hopefully this thing measures out to be right. And then probably gonna end up taking a trip down to Summit to get some of the other parts that we need. Getting close on it. All right, we got the goods from Summit Racing. I love going to Summit, but I hate going on the weekends because the lines are usually so long, but it wasn't too painful. Got in and out of there pretty quickly. Fun fact you might not know about me. Passing by Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's hard to see it, but it's Hampton, Georgia. I worked there for several years in the Legends shop, doing all that kind of stuff, so always love coming by the racetrack. Great place to be. Come check out a NASCAR race, Legends race, do some drift events here. Go home and put these parts on the late model. Made it back home. Whatever errand you got to do, it makes it better doing it in a 70 Charger, especially when it chops like this one with this comp cam in it. Time to put it up and go back to work. Okay, we made it to Cordele Speedway. Had a lot of stuff trying to get this thing ready to go, a little snafu here and there, but we made it. Tomorrow's gonna be learning spotting from Dawson for oval track stuff and getting comfortable. We got Andrew back here crew chiefing, and we got our Wild Willies Ford today with the Chevrolet motor all tuned up and ready to go. Thanks especially to Mark Buckner and Bubba Pollard for all the help getting this thing ready. And now we're gonna go make some laps. Wish us luck. Okay, we're just about ready to go to Tech. Just got this thing buttoned up. Wild Willie's Pro late model. So we had an overheating issue in practice. I really love the way the wrap came out on this thing. I'm super happy with it. Sorry I got distracted. So we had some overheating going on in practice, and as you can see, this gauge is still sitting at like 150 degrees. And we were running like 230, 240 degrees in practice, so that was pretty concerning. So we put another gauge in it, and this one's at 140 degrees, so that's already showing some signs of positivity that maybe it wasn't quite as hot as I thought it was. So we're about to get this thing together. We're obviously taped up solid here, and we're gonna see if we can put a lap down. What do you think, Dawson? We gonna go fast?
Oh, we're gonna go so fast.
So fast. You heard it from him. Crown Vic racing. starting grid. Qualified 14th out of 17. Not super excited about that. Could have pushed a little bit harder in qualifying. Wasn't prepared for how much more grip the new tires actually would add. So now we are, well, I'm not actually in my starting spot here on the grid, but I'll be behind most of those cars. So we're anxious to get going here. Race before us is red flagged, and I think somebody crashed pretty good. So hopefully that doesn't happen to us when we come to the front. So at this point in the race, two things happen. You're gonna see me on the next clip restarting basically last because we didn't get it on video, but I got loose coming off turn 2, and when I corrected, I dipped the right front off the back straightaway and went way off through the watermelon patch over the creek. It took me a second to kind of find my way back to the racetrack, but that was an interesting experience for sure. Have never been that far off the track at Cordele and thought calamity was certainly in my near future. Fortunately, it just went over the creek and I was able to find like a land bridge, so to speak, to get back across. But anyway, I had to restart last. On this restart, again, I get pretty loose coming off of turn 2, have to catch it, and I kind of chase it up the track towards the 01 car that you'll see. It's a white car. And then a car in front of him drove off the track, and he sort of makes a move to the bottom to try and avoid that car. I'm there, so he hits me in the right front. It kind of shoots me down the track, and I have to check up, and then the car behind me is going to hit me. The car behind him is going to hit him. It's kind of a whole thing. Spins me out on that one too. So watch this.
fat, and I need to get in shape. I can barely speak. 75 laps, off the track twice, across the creek once, hit all kind of stuff. Had to pit, running hot. Andrew took the hood off, still running hot, but we finished. Old Wild Willie's Pro Late Model was a little beat up. Firm Consulting and Cam sticker survived. I don't know how to make the right calls yet. Andrew did what I told him he was supposed to do, but wasn't the right call. Dawson did an awesome job spotting. Thanks to Mark and Bubba for all the setup advice, Doug too. I guess we're gonna do this thing again next weekend in Montgomery since we got the car back in one piece. Gotta get our fans sorted out. Thanks to everybody for following along, like, comment, subscribe. I need a nap and a water.